I got to ask you about this little thing that I saw today on Tari Eason because you know how much I love Tari, and I know you love
Yeah,
him. And Zach Lowe was showing a
yeah.
ton of love to Tari on
Just
his.
I just listened to that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
So if anybody out there missed it, Zach Lowe, ESPN, just showing love to Tari Eason on his podcast today. But like everybody else, he wondered why Eason had slipped as far as he did in the draft. He said everybody he spoke to said Eason couldn't remember plays. That was the concern. Lowe then said, Frank, he said Houston is the perfect spot since they never run plays.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody listens to that, it's basically he just echoes all the complaints that Rockets fans have been on spaces and podcasts talking about regarding the offensive system, the team, everything pretty much. And like I always tell people, within our Rockets bubble, we have a certain perception, and but outside in the national world, outside of Houston, people really don't think that we're doing anything special here on the Rockets. All the things that usually have been the hot topic issues seem problematic, whether it's KPJ at the point guard position, Coach Silas and his system, the lack of structure, the lack of plays, Jabari struggles, even Jalen struggles last year. People just see those things, and we actually get to discuss the details of it. But from the outside looking in, it just looks like we're not doing anything that we're supposed to be doing. But the Tari comment, Tari does have a bit of he has brain farts, or what I call them. But for me, the reason he's more successful in our offense than Jabari, even though Zach was joking, to an extent, it's kind of true because Tari is a guy that he doesn't need a play to get him going. And we've talked about this, Robert, before that he's getting his points off of putbacks, rebounds, he's hustling, he's in transition. All those little buckets and little energy actions that he does is what really gets him on the board, gets his stats looking good. Whereas Jabari requires structure. So with Jabari, as they discussed on there, you have to be intentional on the way you use them, like they did at Auburn, where they were running a lot of actions to mask some of his weaknesses. Here in Houston, they pointed out that a lot of the things the Rockets were doing were trying to let him figure it out on the perimeter, which turned out to be, not so great for him to start. I think now that they're starting to involve him more in the play calling and using certain actions to get him going, and the guards are more looking for him when they're running their actions, when they're running pick and rolls to try to pass off whoever is helping off of Jabari, he's starting to find his rhythm as well. And then you can see that behind the scenes, he's learning some new things that he can add to his game.
You're listening to Houston Sports Talk.